I sent it today.
Sorry, Fatima?
Sir, I sent it today.
So you will send it today. What about Iram?
No, sir.
Same. Okay. Fine. Okay. So I have to end this portion. First of all, calculate the number of protons. Okay. So for protons, we have seen. And now we will look for electrons also. Okay. Now we will look for electrons also. Please see here. For protons, you can see it's very easy. Now let's look for electrons. So write a question. Calculate the number of electrons in 2 moles of Ca2 plus. 2 moles of Ca2 plus. Okay. So in this type of question, the answer is very simple. First of all, you have to see what is the atomic number of Ca2 plus? Tell me, guys, what is the atomic number of Ca2 plus? What is the atomic number? $20. Correct. So we have the atomic number 20. That means we have this many protons. Right. Now, whenever you have a neutral substance, if something is neutral for neutral molecule or neutral atom or neutral ion, not ion will always be something charged. For anything neutral, the number of proton is equal to number of electron. Okay, number of proton is equal to number of electron. Now for An positive, if you have An positive, then the number of electrons will be equal to the number of protons minus, that means we have removed n electrons from here. Now, if you have any anion which has n charge, n negative charge, then the number of electrons equal to the proton number plus n electrons. Okay, so please write this down. Done, yes or no, please tell me.
Done.
Okay, so I hope now you can easily calculate. Okay, now you can easily calculate. You have written this. Fatima, you wrote this, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and I will put this inside. Now, for number of electrons, what we have to do? For example, if I have, okay, is the voice audible or is it breaking or something is happening? Please let me know. Okay, I know today we did not have electricity for the whole day, almost. So now the internet connection is also getting a bit weak. Okay. So what was I saying? Yeah. Now for the calculation of number of electron, what you do? So for number of protons, what did you do? Summation of the atomic number into the number of atoms, here, right? Now, since calcium atom was only one in each molecule or in each ion, then we don't need calcium. Whatever the atomic mass of calcium is,
Sir, your
the
voice
atomic
is
number of
breaking.
calcium is badly.
Yes.
How is it now? Better? Guys?
Yes, better.
Better? Okay, fine. So in this case, number of electron, it will be equal to, if you have a cation, then what you will be using here, we will be using this formula. Okay, so summation of whatever we are
Sir, we
having
cannot see the white.
cannot, like nothing is there. Now
Sir,
can you
you're
see
not
it?
sharing the screen.
I am sharing the screen. Load नहीं हो रहा होगा, I think. Wait, let me rejoin. I don't know why this is happening. Yeah, can you see the screen? Can you hear me properly, guys? Aisha, Iram, Fahad, and Fatima.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, whenever we have to calculate the number of electron for an ion, for cations. For cations, whenever we have to calculate, then what we are going to do? We are going to write here whatever the number of proton is. That means we have to write the Z minus the N. What is N? N is the charge here. N is the charge here. Okay. And then we will multiply it to chi I into the number of ions. Okay, so for here we will write summation of Z. What is Z here? Z is equal to 20 minus, we have removed 2 electrons, 2 into how many calcium ions is there in here? We have only one calcium ion in each ion into the number of ions. So how many calcium ions do we have in total? We have 2 more. That means 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, so first of all, we will do this because it is in bracket. This will be what? It will be 18 into 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Please write this down. Done, everyone? Is please tell me.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now write a question that will end all of these things. Okay. Right here, calculate the number of electrons, protons, and neutrons in 1.8 grams of H2O. So how are we going to solve this? See, first of all, we can only calculate all of these things if I have this amount of water in terms of moles. You will first of all calculate number of moles of H2O. What is the formula? Please tell me. If the mass is given, then what is the formula do we use? What formula do we use? Please tell me. Aisha, Iram, jaldi bataiye. If mass is given, what is?
By molar mass.
Yeah, so given by molar mass. So what is the given mass, Fatima? Fatima, what is the given mass?
1.8.
Yeah, 1.8 grams. And what is the molar mass of water?
18.
What's the molar mass? 18 grams per mole, correct. So grams and grams will cancel each other and we get 1 upon 10 moles. Keep it like this only, 1 upon 10 moles. Okay. Now, first of all, we'll calculate the electron. Now, water is neutral or it is having some charge? Tell me guys, fast. Water is neutral or does it have some charge?
Neutral.
Does water have some charge? Is it neutral?
Has some charge.
It has charge. What charge it has? It has nothing. It is net neutral. Pani ko chhute. If you touch water, do you feel any current? Fatima? No, na, it's neutral. And you can see any charge here also, right? H2 is completely neutral. Now, we will calculate the number of electrons. Okay, number of electrons. It will be equal to how much? Now, since we have what? It is a neutral molecule. We will have the summation of Zixi into number of molecules. Okay, number of molecules 1.10. Zixi. So we have hydrogen here. How many hydrogens do we have? Hydrogen into 2 plus hydrogen into 2 plus oxygen into 1. And then we will multiply this what? 1 upon 10 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now, 1 upon 10 moles. Now, what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1, right? What is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. So it will be 1 into 2 plus atomic number of oxygen is equal to how much, guys? Atomic number of oxygen is equal to atomic number of oxygen is equal to how much?
8.
8 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 22. Right? 10 and 23 will get cancelled. So we'll have how much? 8 plus 1, 10 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 22. This will again become 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now we have this many electrons in one molecule of water. And since it is neutral, the number of protons will also be equal to number of electrons. Please write this down. Let me know when you're done. And then you look for neutrons. Done, guys? Yes, no, please tell me.
No.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Now, right, for neutrons, total number of neutrons. So what is neutron? Neutron is what? Number of neutron is equal to number of neutron. It is equal to the atomic mass minus the number of protons. Okay, because the number of, when you add the number of protons plus number of neutrons, you get what? Atomic number. The number of neutrons will be equal to 0, means it has no charge. Atomic number minus the number of protons, and number of protons is nothing but it is the atomic number. So see, for total number of protons, the formula it becomes, please write here. Please write this with me. The summation of A minus Z of each atom in the molecule times Xi times how many atoms is present in each molecule into the number of, or rather I should write the moles of, I should say, right? You can write it like this also. Number of molecules. Now for water we have hydrogen, H2O. Now in this case, hydrogen, it has the atomic mass of how much? Tell me guys, what is the atomic mass of hydrogen?
18.
How much?
1.
Hydrogen. Atomic mass of hydrogen, only hydrogen.
1.
1.
1, right? Atomic mass is also 1. The atomic number is also 1. For oxygen, what is its atomic mass?
16.
Yeah. So कहाँ लिखते हैं इसको? 16 को ऊपर लिखते हैं, नीचे लिखते हैं?
नीचे.
16 is written, नीचे लिखते हैं. 16 ऊपर लिखते हैं ना फहद? Yes, फहद.
ऊपर ही लिखते हैं. ऊपर लिखते हैं.
ऊपर लिखते हैं ना? I remember it like this, A to Z. है ना? Atomic mass, and then Z is what? Your proton numbers, atomic number. 16 and 8, right? Now, for hydrogen, if I will write, then see, the summation will be what? First of all, my first atom is what? It is hydrogen. So I will put hydrogen here. What is the atomic what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1 minus. Atomic number is also 1. And how many times hydrogen is present? It is present 2 times. Plus. This is one thing that I have got from hydrogen. Plus, I will then again put in the I, oxygen atom. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? It is 16. Sorry. It is 16 minus 8 is my atomic number times how much? Times 1, because we have only 1 atom of oxygen. Then I will multiply this whole thing. I'll multiply this whole thing with what? The number of molecules. We have how many moles? 1 upon 10. So right here 1 upon 10 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now 1 minus 1 will be equal to 0. So we have only 16 minus 8, which is equal to 8 into 1 upon 10. 8 into 1 upon 10, yeah, into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So I'll get this as 0.8, and this is Na. So these many number of neutrons are present in 1.8 grams of water. Please write this down. Then I will write all the formulas that we have looked till here.
So can you scroll up for 1 second?
Then guys, yes, no, please tell me. Who are any? Done? Not done. Done, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah.
What happened, Aisha? Yes, done, no? Okay. So let us suppose we have a molecule. We have a molecule in which the formula is given as AXPY. Okay, we have a molecule like this. Okay, and this molecule is neutral. This molecule is neutral. In this case, you'll write the total number of protons. The total number of protons will be equal to the summation of atomic number of each atom multiplied by the number of atom present in one molecule. The number of atom present in one molecule, and then you'll multiply this whole summation into the number of moles of AXBY. For example, it has 2 moles. Then you write here the letter 2 here multiplied by Na, the Avogadro's constant. Now, similarly, if you have the total number of electrons, then this will be equal to the summation of, again, the same thing, because number of protons and number of electrons are equal when you have a neutral molecule, into I times Xi, number of moles of AXBY, times Na. Okay, and if I have to find the number of neutrons, it is equal to what? The summation of, first of all, we will find the difference between the atomic mass and the atomic number. Then that will give me the number of neutrons, and then we will multiply with, so also we'll have I and I. Xi, that means the number of times one atom is present in each molecule, in one molecule. Then I will multiply the number of moles of AXBY times Na. Okay, times Na. Now let us see if you have a N positive or if you have negative ion. Then each of these things will be same. There will be no change. Okay, there will be no change, because if I have any charge, then what is affected? Only the number of electron is affected. The number of proton is not affected. The number of neutron is also not affected. Okay, so we'll write the formula for total number of electrons. It will be equal to how much? It will be equal to how much? So first of all, what we are going to do? We are going to calculate the number of electrons in one particular ion. In one ion, how many electron is there? So for that, what we have to do here, we have to subtract the number of protons that will be given by the atomic number, And if I have a cation, then I will do negative minus, and if I have a anion, I will do positive. And I will do this into N times Xi into the moles of AN, positive or negative, times Na. Okay, I want your focus here. If you have cation, then you will subtract. If you have anion, then you are going to add the same number of electron. All of you got this? Yes or no? Please tell me. You will write it as it is. Okay. If you have AN positive, then you will do Z minus N. Aisha, Iram, Fahad, and Fatima, did you get it? Yes or no? Please tell me. हाँ जी, डन? नहीं मतलब समझ में आया? नहीं आया? Yes, Aisha. What happened, guys? Why you are not answering? Aisha, Iram, Fahad, Fatima, did you get it? Yes or no? Please tell me. ये तो फिर
Yes.
से बताएंगे ना हम. I will.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can I move on to the next topic? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
Right. Right. Next. Write the topic solution. What is a solution? Please write with me. Please write the statement with me. It is defined as homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Two or more substances. Okay. Now one point you will write. You will write here. Next topic, that is inside solution only. We have a topic which is known as component of solution. Components of solution. Okay. You write here. There are two components of solution. So if I take a container like this, fill it with water, then I have add something here. Okay. There is some solute particles. Okay. So we have solute, and solute is added on solvent. So solvent is always in the larger amount and solute is always in the minor amount. You'll write here. The number one component is solvent. Now what is a solvent? Solvent is the component which is the component which is present in larger amount. Is called solvent. Also, solvent, it determines the physical state of solution. That means whether the solution is going to be a gaseous solution or it is going to be a solid solution or a liquid solution. It is determined by the solvent. Okay, it is determined by the solvent. For example, if you see liquids, so in liquids and cola and all, you see what is added? CO2 gas is added. So CO2 is a gas. It is added into soda water, and if it is added into water, you can say it is added into water. Water is the solvent here, and that is why the solution that you are looking at, in which you have CO2, carbon dioxide, it is what? It is in liquid state. That is only due to the solvent which is present, that is water. So solvent is the one which determines the physical state of the solution. Generally speaking, the component which is present in larger amount, it is called as solvent. It is called as solvent. Okay. Now, there's also one more thing regarding solvent that you can remember is if I have if both the things are liquid, then the component, then the liquid with lesser boiling point will be the solvent. If you have if you have two substances, if you have two components, both of them are liquid, and if both of them are present in equal amount, then we say that the solvent is the one which is having lower boiling point. Okay, so please write. It has, oh, wait a second. If there is a time, please write here. The component which has lower boiling point than other component is also called solvent. Okay, so the first criteria that we'll be looking always is what is present in the major amount. Right, next, which is solute. Now, this solute component is what? It is present in minor amount. The component which is present in lesser amount is called solute. So we have seen solvent and we have seen solute. Done? Yes or no? Please tell me fast.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, next. Concentration. What is concentration? Concentration is the most important aspect of any solution. Now, what is concentration? Concentration is the amount of solute. Amount of solute added in a given amount of solvent, in a given amount of solution, you can write. Okay. Now, there are various concentration terms that we have to study. First of all, we'll start with molarity. Right, number one. Molarity. What is molarity? As simple as that. It is the number of moles of solute per liter of solution. Molarity is represented by capital letter M. So molarity will be equal to the number of moles. Now, one thing I forgot to add here is I always represent A as solvent and B as solute. So for molarity, I will write number of moles of B, that means solute, divided by volume of solution in liters. Now, since volume does not have any subscript, that means it is solution. If I look at the units here, it will be equal to moles per liter, or you can also see moles per dm cube, or else what you can see here, capital M. That means 1 molar. These are the units. This is the definition. So write this down and the formula also. What is NB here? NB is number of moles of solute. Let me know when you're done. Done, guys? Yes, no, please tell me. Yes, Aisha, Iram, Fahad, what happened? Done? Yes. Okay. Great, next remark. All right, here. Since there is involvement of volume in molarity, it, rather I should say, hence it depends on, hence it depends on hence it depends upon volume will depend upon temperature. That means if I decrease the temperature, the volume is shrinking. If I increase the temperature, the volume